are watching this on a replay, please comment replay on the video. You don't need anything for today, but if you are doing it on a replay, you might notice I'm dressed a little funny. Just take a look at the date because we are doing a fun Halloween theme. So I am dressed as much as possible like the 80s. But don't worry, it doesn't have too much to do with our workout today. Today is just our regular stretch and flow, or our Frankenstein flow as we have written. So we are just gonna wait about 2 minutes to see if those who join live, and then we're gonna go right into our stretch and flow. Really going to focus on our hamstrings and hips and glutes today, if that kind of helps you with wondering if you want to take today's class or not. All right, so I'm just gonna make sure you have somewhere soft to sit on. So I have an ab mat, you don't need that. I do have that. It is probably preferred for most people to want something soft to lay down on. So if you have an ab mat, a yoga mat, whatever you would like for today's workout. But we are going to, actually we're gonna start standing up. And we're just gonna give like another 30 more seconds. So those who are wanting to join can join live. And then we'll start flowing into it. Just a few more seconds. I'm gonna get myself in a nice wide stance here. Really get that aerobic stance that we might do. All right, so let's get our nice wide aerobic stance, I'm going to call it. So it's outside of our hips, and we're just going to make sure we squat down, let our knees drive out past our toes and come back up. So we're going to breathe in nice and squat down low. Exhale, come on up. Inhale, come on low, and exhale, come on up. Now we're going to gather our arms in. We're going to inhale, squat low, exhale, raise those arms up above the sky. And back down. Inhale and exhale, keep flowing. Inhale and exhale, standing up. Inhale. Keep going. Fill up that air, your body with air here. And 3, 2, 1, find some pause. We're going to get some hip circles in, so taking our hands on our hips, hit it to one side, and then we're going to bring it all the way around to the front and back again. We're going to do 3 circles, as nice and big as you can in one direction, and then back the other way. 3 big hip circles in the other direction. Try and get those hips as far as you can. As you do this, take note of where you're really sore or tight. I can feel it in my hamstrings. Oh yeah. All right. We're gonna warm up those arms and shoulders and side body a little bit more. So we're just going to get low into this same stance, this sumo squat stance. Maybe we can go a little wider. And we're going to lean towards one side, get a nice side body stretch, look up, and flow through to the other side. Nice side angle stretch, resting on the arm, and keep flowing. Hold for about 2 seconds, flow side to side. Maybe you're warming up your glutes here as well. We're gonna need those, right? Warming up the body, getting the blood flowing so we can get deeper in these stretches today. And we're also just having fun, right? 2 more. And then meet me in the center. Good. We're gonna walk our feet in to the center, all the way under our hips, and we're gonna go back down into a narrow squat. Holding down, 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 narrow squat, and stand. So my knees are in nice and close, narrow squat, and stand. Right? Nice and low, nice and slow. All right, we're gonna go down to this narrow squat. And this time we're gonna hold at the bottom, hold. Right? We're holding, holding, holding. Or we can get those hands up in this chair pose, hold, 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 and stand up. Again, all the way down low, hold, 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 hold. Keep breathing and stand. One more time, all the way down low. We're warming up those leg muscles. And come on down, or stand on up, not bad. All right, getting into a nice wide squat stance again. We're gonna bring our hands to the ground, keeping our knees locked out. And we're just gonna float, hands to the left and walk to the right. Hands to the left and walk to the right. It's okay if your knees slightly bend. We're just gonna flow, walking. If you want to stay there, if you want to start with just some nice little swings side to side, just warming up those hamstrings, maybe warming up that lower back a little bit. Maybe you're getting a little bit deeper, your hands are coming to the ground a little bit more. And we're just flowing side to side. Good. Find some space in the center, and we're just going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're gonna fold forward, bring your head all the way down as far as you can. Maybe it comes to the ground, maybe it meets your thighs, whatever it might be. Just folding, you can bend the knees, you can straighten the knees. Kind of pedal them out here. And then slowly and gently lift up halfway. Deep inhale. Exhale, fold again. Let's bring our hands, if you can, to our back. Find a bind, interlace our fingers, and roll those shoulders on the back. Lift those palms to the sky. See if you can get a little bit deeper. Deep breaths, and relax. Fold on up to the sky. Let's reach our hands up. Big inhale, and exhale, hands come in. All right, we're gonna do a walk out. So let's bring our feet underneath our hips again. We're gonna fold again, really getting those hamstrings. Walk those hands back out to a high plank. We're just holding here in this high plank position. Warming up our core. And then let's go into our downward facing dog. Pedal it out our hamstrings. Press through our palms, hips to the sky. And then walk our hands back in. And we're going to stand all the way up nice and gently. You can get a nice big inhale. And then we're going to meet me on our mats. All right, so if you're not on your mat already, come down. We're going to sit on our mat. And we're going to sit back with our knees bent, feet on the floor. We're going to bring our feet together and let our knees fall out wide. We're going to press through the outsides of our feet and lift our hips up. So we're going to press through our feet into the ground, lift our hips up for a glute bridge, a nice low glute bridge, and come back down. All right, we're going to go up again and come back down. Up again, come back down as high as you can get their hips. Up and down, up and down. We're going to up and hold and come down. Good, bring our feet in nice and normal. So they're on, the bottoms are on the ground. We're going to lift our hips up and we're going to hold here. Good, just holding in this nice glute bridge position. Holding, holding, holding. Keep the bottom of our feet on the ground. We're just going to press our knees as wide as we can out to the sides, keeping our hips up. Come back in, squeeze the knees together and press them out. Squeeze the knees together and press them out. In together and press out. Keep those hips up high, squeeze them together and press them out. Squeeze them together, press them out. One last time, in, out, in, and relax. Good, straighten those legs, straighten those arms, stretch up above you. Bring one knee in for a nice knee hug. And switch to the other side, pull that knee into the chest. And then bring both knees into the chest. And you can rock a little side to side. Good, extend one leg out, keep one leg in. We're gonna grasp our thigh or behind our thigh. So as always, if you need a strap or something to help you, you can use that. This knee is going to be bent here, and I'm going to just press my knee or try and straighten this leg by pressing my heel to the sky, and I'm going to rebend. Press it to the sky, try and straighten my knee as much as possible, and rebend. If you need to, and that's not much of a stretch, pull that thigh in closer to your body, into your chest. If you need more slack, use that band. All right, we're just stretching this hamstring. Make both heels go as far away from the body as possible so the bottom leg is active as well. And we're still just stretching here. Nice, good stretch. And we're gonna come on down, hug this knee in, and cross it across our body, extend our arms out long, look the other direction. Good. Unwind, other leg up to the chest, pull it in, and then grasp or interlace our fingers behind the thigh. Bending the knee, we're gonna straighten with that heel to the ceiling, and then rebend. We only hold for about 1 second, nothing longer. And we're just flowing back and forth, straightening that leg and bending it. Both legs are active in the straight position when we can get it. Keep working. Did a lot of glute bridge variations. So we're just going to stretch those hamstrings that might be tight from this week. All already, I know I am. Those cool mornings got me. And we're gonna rebend that knee, hug it into the chest, and then send it across the body. Eyes look back at your outstretched hand the opposite way. Good. Send that arm up, get it, or leg out. Get a nice big body stretch. Stretch your body nice and long. And we're gonna roll over to our side and push back up so that we are in tabletop position. All right, tabletop position. We are going to extend one leg out behind us and hold. Extend the one arm to meet it. Good, come back down to center. Opposite arm and leg again. Try and keep that belly from dropping. Keep it up. Come back. All right, we're gonna get that 80s in here. So we're gonna extend it, pump the back of our hamstring, leg that's up to the sky. Push it up and back down, up and back down, and come back to center. Good, other side, we're gonna extend, keep a nice straight body here, working that core, come back to center. Extend again, come back to center. Extend again, hold, and then pump that leg up to the sky. Keep pumping, and come back down. Good, we're gonna take the other arm again. The first arm, extend it out wide. This time, if you like, grab that ankle. Ooh, this is not good on an ankle. Grab that ankle and open up that foot. press your foot into your hands, that foot or ankle into the hand, opening up, and come back down. Same thing, other side, inhale, our opposite arm and leg, bring that hand back, grab the ankle, and press the foot into the hand. And come back down. Good, knees wide, feet together, hands extend for child's pose. Deep breath here, falling into your child's pose. Sitting in nice and deep and breathing. Just let everything relax. We're going to float our hands to the right side of our mat. Really bending through the left side body. Deep breaths. Float our hands to the left side of our mat and breathing through our right side body. Good, hands come back to center, reaching, outreach towards the top of our mat. Relax the head. Good, we're going to press our hips up a little bit here. So we're still in this child's pose position. We're going to inhale our right hand all the way to the sky, and then exhale under our arms, outreach for a thread the needle. Press our body open so you can really stretch behind this back of a shoulder blade. You can find a bind here, whatever works for you. Our hips are open, getting like an inner thigh stretch at the same time. 3, 2, 1, and unwind. Come back. You can stretch the arm again if you need. And left side, we're going to inhale, open up to our side body. And exhale, feed it underneath our shoulder here for a thread the needle. Take your open arm, you can find a bind, you can press through the ground, whatever you want and what feels comfortable for you. Just outreaching that left hand as far as possible as you can. And deep breaths. For 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Whew. Feeling that stretch. All right, since we're already in this position here with our legs, we're going to walk our hands all the way forward till our elbows or our belly comes to the mat. And if you want, we can get our knees even wider. Bellies come to the mat, and just, it's okay if your feet come off. If your feet come off, spread them out wide so they're in line with your knees, and try and let them fall to the ground for a little bit of a frog stretch. Those slimy, gross frogs, right? We're in this frog stretch. We're just letting gravity take its course here, rotating our hips, falling our knees to the ground. Don't let them fall. Our feet fly out to the sides too much. Try and bring the feet kind of towards each other, just so you can feel, or bring that magnetic, feel your feet come together as the ground pulls it to the ground. And relax, bring your knees in under your body, outstretch nice and long, and then we can bend our knees, and we're just gonna windshield wiper side to side. And then rest here. We're gonna take one knee, bring it up to our glute or hamstring. Take the same side arm and reach around, grab that ankle, getting into a nice deep quad stretch. Just holding here, deep breaths. Bring that toes towards the back of the mat. Squeeze your glutes. press that hip bone into the ground. Maybe you lift that knee off the ground. And relax. Stretch it all out. Opposite side, same thing, other side. We're gonna reach around, grab our ankle, and we're going to put the toes to the back of the mat, squeeze our glutes and hamstrings. And release, stretch it out nice and long. Bring those hands into our push-up position. And we're gonna just gently press our hands into the mat as we use our back muscles to lift our chest. You know, we're gonna use our back muscles, but we're also going to press our hips as hard as we can into the ground. Maybe we press that belly button. And we're just gonna breathe in, inhale, lift, press, and exhale, come on down. Good, again, inhale, we're gonna lift for a cobra. And exhale, come on down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. This time we're going to inhale, tuck the toes, lift up for a full down, up dog, and then exhale back for a child's pose. Stretch the lower back here, whatever you might need. Maybe you do a little side to side, and we're gonna come up to our tabletop. All right, we're really getting in there. We're going to lift our back knees, pull up to a downward facing dog, pedal out those hamstrings. Really breathe in. Inhale, right foot all the way to the sky, and exhale. Let's bring this in for a pigeon pose. As best as we can, we're gonna bring our leg nice and parallel to the front of our mat. And we're gonna walk that back leg out. If you need some support for your back hip, you can. We're just going to stay here, wherever you feel comfortable, and breathe. Deep breaths. I'm staying up nice and tall, trying to set my hips here. I don't even need to push forward. But on my next exhale, if you'd like to join me, if you're not there already, just folding over that shin. And taking some nice deep breaths. I haven't done this stretch in a while, and I am feeling it. Keep breathing. Try not to hold any tension in the shoulders or the jaw or the muscles of the face. If you can get a little lower, maybe you're starting to warm up here. And if you are able to, I'm going to lift myself up a little bit. If you're able to, and you're at this point where this is not super difficult for you, if you can stay here, that's great. If you'd like to add, reaching around, getting another quad and hip flexor stretch. So we're going to reach around and then recenter our chest, everything facing forward. So I'm squeezing my glutes, my hamstrings. I'm really working on that back hip flexor here. And release. Good, we're gonna press our palms wherever you are into the ground and send this right leg all the way back up to the sky for three-legged dog. If you'd like to flip your dog, you can, you're welcome to. If not, come back down and meet in downward facing dog. And then let's lift our left leg up and then send it to the top of our mat for pigeon pose on the other side. All right, this one's definitely a lot harder for me. All right, send your position. Try and get your shin as parallel as you can to the top of your mat. If not, then that's okay. Go where you can and eventually keep working towards it, right? Keep breathing and gently, we only want mild discomfort, getting nice and deep into these stretches. Deep breaths through the nose, sending both hips to the front of your mat. And if you can, leaning forward and folding forward if you haven't already. And just relaxing here. This is one of our main stretches for today. A lot of hamstring work. We also got to get in those glutes and hips and hip flexors. I think I might be spending a lot of time like this today, right? Just another reminder, if you feel some tight spots in any movement, to be like, okay, that stretch I need to do a couple times today or a couple more times during the week. If you'd like sitting on up and reaching back and getting that back hip flexor, if you want to get nice and deep in there. Not necessary, but if you'd like to, if your practice allows you to. And then meeting on back to center. All right, pressing through our hands, send this foot all the way back up to the sky. Rebend if you need, flip your dog if you need, and then meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal it out as much as possible. And then find yourself back down on the mat. If you might have flipped your dog, so I'm going to give you some time here. Feet together, knees wide. For those of us who did not, we can meet in child's pose, listening to our body, whatever stretches we might need. Inhale, and then we're going to flip over to our backside for our last stretches of today. Still focusing on those hamstrings and glutes. Whatever we might have done, we might feel better now. So we're going to bend our knees as if we're going up in a glute bridge. We're going to take our right ankle and place it on top of our left thigh. And we're going to take our hands and hold the back of our left thigh. So bring that left leg off the ground. And we're already in kind of a reverse pigeon here. So this is just another variation. We're going to add in, so this figure 4, we're going to add in what we already did. We're going to stretch that left leg to the sky, pressing both legs towards our chest, and bend the knee again, and then stretch and straighten that left leg. You might notice a little bit more mobility in both, but we're kind of doing both stretches at the same time here. Keep floating through. Remember, we're only holding it for about a second with this straightened left leg. And then we're going to hold, bring, and pull that knee into the chest as much as possible. And then straighten it both out. Outstretched arms. Nice big inhale. And then rebend our knees again for our glute bridge position. But instead, we're going to take the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Interlace our fingers behind the right thigh. So we're bringing that foot off the ground. And then we're going to straighten our right leg and rebend it. Straighten our right leg and bend. And we're just going to gently find whatever position you can for both legs to feel stretch. Bring that both legs closer to our chest. Keep flowing through. Keep bringing it in nice and deep. Again, both stretches now. Three, two, and one. Stretch it all out, nice and long. And then you can bring your knees out wide, your feet to touch, or you can stay nice and long. We're just gonna end today with coming together and just doing a quick body scan, not falling asleep, just a body scan. We won't be here too long. From the top of our head all the way down to our toes. And I want you just to think about each part of the body as you work your way down. Try not to change it right now, just assess and see how it feels. Are you still tight one area that we didn't work on today? Do you start feeling a lot of tension release? You're not as tight as you were when you first woke up. Whatever it might be. And don't stay on that area for too long. Just know that say that shoulder is sore or tight or painful, and then keep moving on. Because if you have one area that might be our trigger point, our main source of pain, we might not be noticing that our body has pain elsewhere and what could be contributing or how we could be holding that body in a different way because we're protecting this area of pain. So we might be noticing now that we go through this body scan that we're actually compensating, we're holding our body to the left a lot more and we're not in alignment. And just to kind of compensate for a painful area. So you might have lower back pain or your hips might feel like they're off, whatever it might be. And once you're done, just take one deep clearing breath in through the nose and then let it all out. Let all the muscles relax. As your muscles stay relaxed, start moving them. It's counterproductive, but try not to hold tension. That's where the relaxation comes in. But start moving through our joints. Remember, trying to be as flexible as possible today and being aware of our movements. Big movements in. If you want to end with a nice little knee hug with me. Try to lengthen that spine on the ground. And roll to your side for proper position before we press ourselves up. And thank you for joining me today in a little mixture of some aerobics, strength, and some stretch in for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for joining. I hope you have a great rest of the day and you got some helpful stretches in. All right, have a good one.